So, the last part of our topic, it's IT in the professional sphere. Well, what is there is topic discusses IT in professional sphere and managing the information is essential in today's world. So, can you think of any industry that does not use IT to store or manage digital data? So, before talking about the influence of IT, it is important to define terms. This video tries to define the term of IT. The term of information technology or IT is often misunderstood. Many people use IT as a generic term to refer to various kinds of computer-related work. It has become a catch-all phrase for any job that works with computers. Some consider software developers to be IT workers, while others place software development in the engineering field. Is there a distinction? We hope that this video will give you a clear understanding of what is meant by information technology. Information technology uses computers to store, retrieve, transmit, and manipulate data or information, often in the context of a business or other enterprise. To answer the question on the previous slide, software developers create software, but they do not manage information. Next, how does IT relate to ICT? This video considers IT to be a subset of information and communications technology. So let's explore the similarities and differences. First, IT and ICT have many similarities. ICT is a European term that is often synonymous with IT. Conversely, North America and Asia is favor the term IT. The next, IT focuses on information, which includes storing, accessing, manipulating, and transmitting the information. IT is like assumes communication. ICT focuses on the communication aspect and using the telecommunications. ICT assumes working with information. Let's look at the specific characteristics of IT. The first characteristics of IT is the storage of data, which is storing information digitally and various physical media, such as hard drives. It stores the data in an organized manner by using the database and file systems. The next is like the characteristic of IT is the retrieval of data. IT provides the system to retrieve data on demand, and IT uses processes like SQL to retrieve specific data from databases to be used as information. Recall that meaningful data becomes information. The third, it's like characteristic is the transmission of data. There are three aspects of transmitting data. First is the sending of data, such as entering data into a database, and the next aspect is propagation, which distributes data from one data source to other data sources to create copies of the same data in various locations. The final aspect is receiving stored data, such as receiving a report from the server. The final characteristic of information technology is the manipulation of data, which is the process of changing data to make it easier to read or better organize it. For example, the database could sort the data alphabetically, calculate the daily sales average, or generate reports with specific data. Let's go back to the question of the link between IT and ICT and consider these questions. First, is IT is a subset of ICT, in which case does like it have lesser, focuser, and communication? Secondly, does ICT extend the IT by adding a telecommunication component, which means like that ICT has lesser focus on information. So the thirdly, are they the same thing, just different terms? The last option to consider is that they are two different fields. What do you think? Well, now that we have described the characteristics of IT, let's examine to work information technology. Those who work in IT manage the systems required for organizations, businesses, or clients to store, so retrieve the transmit and manipulate data. The primary job of IT departments is to keep the company or organization running by managing the flow of information, and companies are built on the IT infrastructure, including networks, servers, computers, software, and other essential services. Think for a minute about the description of a business. If the network goes down, so they can't place orders, send emails, or access customer information. So their businesses stops. So, for summary, in IT departments, core functions are storing and protecting the data, so providing the technical support, ensuring connectivity, and keeping technology current in the organization. So that is the last part of our lecture's topic on e-services. Thank you for your attention and goodbye.